Today we're going to be asking Rohini her top tips that can help us through to find the right vet and vet your vet.
As a veterinarian, I see a range and a different types of pet guardians that come to me. And I would say that one of the most important thing is look into yourself, what sort of a person you are, and then find a vet that suits your temperament. Like Elizabeth, for example, would be my dream client. Because I'm the kind of person who likes an empowered pet guardian, somebody who knows the stuff, who's done the research, who has the information, because I know that together then we can work as a great team to help the pet together, and it'll be a win-win situation.
And it would be a win-win situation for me to find a vet like Rohini because of the empathy that we have together, because we're a team. You as the pet guardian know your pet better than anybody else in the world.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
Your vet will be really keen to know everything that you need to share with the vet concerning your pet.
No matter how much you like a particular vet, like I would love to be, in charge of all Elizabeth's pets, but I live quite far away. So it's very, very important that your main vet is as close to you as possible. Because in an emergency, you might sometimes have only 10 or 15 minutes
Absolutely.
to get your pet to your vet. So for acute and emergency situations, it's very important that your conventional veterinarian is as close to you as possible. Continuity of treatment. Like if I wanted to go back to my doctor, I usually ask to see the same doctor.
Yes.
Because we have a relationship. We've built up trust. And now there's a third important thing, the pet. Your pet will start getting to know your vet. They associate them with the good or bad things, and the vibes make a big difference. So I think it's very important that you try and stick to the same vet, unless you've got an issue, in which case you should definitely go for a second opinion.
Absolutely.
Would you agree with that, Liz?
I totally agree with that. So remember, if you are going for a second visit, try and see if that same vet is available that you can see. Obviously in an emergency, you might need to see another vet.
You need to be open with your vet, and your vet needs to be open-minded.
Absolutely.
You need a vet who is willing to take your input as much as them giving their input. It's not a question of grabbing a dog, jabbing, treating a few symptoms and sending them away.
Absolutely.
You need to build a relationship, and you need a vet who is willing to be open-minded about things like food, things like vaccinations, because vaccinations are very, very important. It's a key topic, and we've written a vaccination debate chapter.
Yes.
Read it thoroughly, because once upon a time every animal needed a booster, a vaccine, but now there are two different points of view. Different vets believe in different things.
Yeah.
Homeopathic vets completely against vaccinations, and some conventional vets sitting on the fence, and some of them saying you need the first two puppy vaccinations or kitten vaccinations, one annual booster, and then you don't need any more. So you need a vet who is willing to be flexible with the vaccination protocol.
Absolutely, and coming on to that just slightly here, every animal is different and every animal has certain needs.
Yes.
And, that is important to discuss that with your vet. And also finding out if they have any holistic qualifications, because lots of conventional vets have holistic qualifications like Dr. Rohini. And also I would add here is that if you've got a vet who is purely a conventional vet, is open to holistic therapies but is not qualified in them, that's absolutely fine as well, because what you can do is have a second vet.
Yes.
Who will be your holistic vet. So you've got your conventional vet, and then perhaps that vet may even be able to recommend to you
Yes.
in the area, or someone who's quite close by, that you could use as your second holistic vet.
As you know, one of the wonderful reputations we as vets have is that we are expensive. Now, what you have to, I have a top tip for that, and that is, first of all, if your finances are not very good, try and limit the number of pets you have, because if you can't look after yourself and you're struggling, it's not good to have too many animals, because you can't give them enough support.
I agree with that. It's about being responsible.
Yes, that's it. It's responsible pet guardianship, okay? And also get them insured, because insurance is important. Once you have your pet insured, the biggest worry is, am I going to be able to afford this, is taken out of the equation.
Yes, and also what's important here, obviously with our book, You Can Heal Your Pet, prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
And the more things that you can put in place to help you out here with environmental changes, with good food,
Yes.
being aware of a situation that could be occurring and not leaving that, because your first port of call is your vet.
Suppose you're meeting a vet for the first time and you're telling them, you know what, my pet's been doing this or has had this kind of a fit. Now, what you think is a fit may not necessarily be a fit. We know as vets how to diagnose that. So if you have a video, that is an excellent tip. Get a video of your pet having a fit, or get a video of your pet exhibiting the abnormal behavior at home. And also with lumps and bumps, take weekly shots so you can then show us how different it's grown, because a lot of tumors and cancers, you can, as a vet, it's very important for me to know how quickly they've come on or grown over time.
Coming on to what you've just been discussing and some of the conditions that both you and I see in our respective clinics, this is a really important time that you have got the team around you. You have got the commitment from your vet as well.
Yes.
All right. And the empathy that, if an operation is to be taking place, you've got the full commitment from your vet.
Yes.
And the right person, because how important it is that if you need a second opinion and we need to see an oncologist, this is important that you follow this through.
While some vets are very conscientious, like I would say I am, if there was something that I felt somebody else would do better than me, I would refer your pet to them. I would say it very openly to you and say, this is not my area of expertise. I'm going to refer you to so-and-so. You need to see an oncologist. You need to see a cardiologist. But some vets are excited about having a go, because you should remember that once you're qualified with an MRCVS or a veterinary degree, you're allowed to do anything and everything. You simply are. That is the truth. So it wouldn't be wrong for us to do, but it would be wrong for your pet, because if there is somebody who can do it much better and make sure there's 100% or at least a 99% success rate, they should be dealing with it. When I started as a new graduate, I would refuse to do certain things, because I would say, so and so, come on that day and get it done when this vet is around, because he's much better at it than me. Because I used to think of every single pet as an individual, and it's important that they get the best care. You should be asking your vet, what are your out of hours services like?
Absolutely.
What sort of emergencies? Would it be a new graduate on their own, or do they have support? I mean, obviously they might just say yes, 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 but it's your job to do a bit of investigation and you be prepared to take your pet, if necessary, to a different hospital which has got all the state-of-art facilities at that time.
Absolutely.
Because there's nothing right. At the end of the day, sometimes you get one chance and you need to make the most of it.
You do indeed, because it could be a matter of life and death.
Yes. Now, because this topic is called How to Vet Your Vet, I will say one more thing, and that is, if your vet is trying to hard sell or subliminally sell you stuff and you get that feeling, remember, not all vets are doing it, and sometimes they're saying it because they strongly believe that that is good for your pet. But if you feel they're trying to sell you like a particular brand of food or something, being watchful, because it could, a lot of times these decisions are not made because a particular food is of a fantastic quality. It is made because there's a big markup or there's a big profit margin. Unfortunately, a lot of veterinary practices are businesses, and everyone is, and their business takes an important role here. So you have to be mindful of that. Look into it, go and do your own research, and if you're happy with it, then come and get it. Otherwise, use the top tips we've given in your book and start making your own stuff.
Exactly. Just following on from that, I would just like to end on this with how important it is, if you are seeking a diagnosis from your vet for a condition, and you have a gut feeling that there's more to this or more that you want to find out, don't be frightened to have a referral or seek a second opinion from another veterinary surgery, okay? Yes. Because both Rohini and I see a lot of clients, cats, dogs, rabbits, you name it, all different types of animals that come into our respective practices. And sometimes it would be nice to have a second opinion, especially on x-rays.
Yes. Now, I see, and so does Elizabeth see, a lot of clients who come to her or are referred by are clients who are not happy with their vets, and I understand that completely, because I see a lot of clients who have moved from another vet because they're not happy with something. Now, I will never slag another vet off, and nor does Elizabeth as well, because she understands as well what's happening. But the important thing to note there is it can sometimes be as simple as you don't vibe with that person, and the other person was too adamant or stubborn that they would not see your point of view. So if your gut feeling tells you that something's not right, then definitely go with it and change your vet and find somebody else with whom you bond better.
Because that synergy is so important.
Because if you're not a team, you cannot fix an animal or help an animal.
Yeah.
It is very, very important that you, your vet, and your pet are all happy, so that it's a fantastic win-win situation for all.
It is teamwork all the way through.
Yes. Thank you very much.